brave one. You were the one, so we all gotta die.
Hi, you guys. Welcome to hell.
Honk's looking pretty cool today.
And this is called Had a Rough Night. And we're going to hide it with a funky hat and eccentric glasses.
I did mean to ask you this before we started recording, but I'll ask you now.
Oh.
Do you not want to talk about it?
Oh, thank you so much. Absolutely not.
Got it.
That's
Okay.
a Patreon thing.
That's a Patreon. All right. Well,
A
so we'll
Patreon,
say
I'll say it. But on here, you can catch me dead before
we do need to figure out how to get the Patreon so they can listen to it audio only.
I already know how to do that.
Are you serious?
We'll have a convo after, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All
Okay,
right.
welcome, you guys.
So if you want to hear why Honk is fucking fucked right now, well,
Not fucked, just
tired.
a little exhausted, if you will.
Yeah, go to the Patreon.
Okay, but here's something.
Please.
So you're moving to New York?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
We're
We're gonna really miss you out here.
You know what? Here's where. Let me hold on. Let me gargle some of this
Yeah,
prime.
yeah. Get juiced up, and then let's get into it.
Orange mango,
Okay.
naturally flavored. Is it?
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't think it is naturally flavored. So okay, we're gonna start off hot with my New York trip. Couple of Tea Time fans came out. They made up.
To the show.
Yes.
Okay. We're gonna.
No. Hold on. To the show.
Oh.
And if you're listening,
She's
finger
fingering the air.
air quoting show.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a show. It was a hostile open mic.
The texts you sent me were jarring.
I think that I counted. Yeah, there were 14 people in the audience. Maybe 4 or 5 of them were Tea Time fans. So I'm sorry, ladies, for any of you who saw that.
That's
That was
pretty
not
cute.
me. I don't know who that was, but that wasn't the real me.
The New York honks really do show up. They're really sweet.
I wish that they didn't.
Oh.
And I mean that I mean that with love.
Can you paint the picture of the?
Oh yeah, I can.
Oh.
So, the show is the room had potential to be really good. It was like one of those small underground rooms. It reminded me of what's the really good show in San Diego that was in like the bar, the Whistle Stop bar.
Oh, okay.
It kind of had that kind of vibe
Mhm.
where it has the potential to be really fun.
Cool.
And I actually ran into Ari Manis and Abby Roberge on the street right outside of the show.
Oh, cute.
Randomly. They were walking past and I was like, the fuck? And they were like, oh, we're doing a don't tell at our podcast studio up the street. And I was like, oh, okay. Anyway, I was like, I'm doing this show right now. And they're like, oh, we've done that show. It's so good. And I was like, great. I go down there. It's like the basement of a bar.
Okay.
But it looked, I was like, okay, if this fills out, like, this will be great. So there were, maybe 15, there were 20 seats probably. 15 of them were full, but it was a room that if it was packed full of people, it would be so fun.
But also, there can be 10-person shows, 20-person
Yes.
shows that can be electric.
I've done shows at the Nightcap for 7 people that have been fun.
Yeah.
So this was the opposite of that.
Okay. Oh.
Everybody, from my understanding, didn't do that well. I watched the other one girl who was on the show, who I thought was very funny, bombed. And I was like, great, okay, so this is a nightmare. Scam likely. Should I pick up?
No. Let's stick to the story.
Okay, we don't have time today. Okay, honk. honk
No.
play
I'm
no
trying to
more.
hear the story. Okay.
Okay, so we were.
Okay.
So show's sucking. There's this girl. She's pretty funny. I'm like, oh, why is she fucking bombing? I get up there.
Oh.
What
did you open with? This is always what I love to know.
Oh, when I opened, I just talked about how earlier that day my cousin walked in on me masturbating.
Did he really?
Yeah. They didn't like that.
But your cousin probably did.
Ah!
Yeah, because this is the cool cousin.
Yeah. So he didn't fully walk in. It was like I was downstairs, which is where my room was, and I have a very loud vibrator. And he opened the door, and he's walking down the stairs. And my vibrator's so loud, I know he heard it because I hear him stop halfway walking down the stairs.
Oh my God.
And he's like, "Hey!" And I was like, "Ah! Hey!" And I'm like
No.
trying to turn the vibrator off, but
No.
it like won't stop because it's like whenever you want to turn it off, it can't.
Yeah, then it gets louder.
Yeah,
And you're
and
like, okay.
Yeah, and then I'm just like shifting all the vibrator buttons, so it's doing the like, zzz, zzz, zzz,
Yeah.
zzz, 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 and
Yeah.
it's so loud, and I'm like, yeah, and he's like,
You're like, I'm getting a phone call.
yeah, that's not what you think. And he was like, yeah, okay, we're gonna go to dinner soon. And I was like, yep. And it was like, I could, the energy of when you like, everybody knows.
Yeah, that you were flicking the bean.
Everybody knows. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I opened with that.
Okay.
Didn't like that.
Okay. Okay,
So of
they
course
hated
that
that.
immediately, and then when you're in a already such a small room, and then you bomb up top, you're like, great. So I immediately forget everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then I know
there's
that
no gas in the tank.
no
to
gas
keep
in the
going.
tank. No.
And you go, what do you? You're like, have I even ever written a joke? Actually?
No, yeah, and it was an 8-minute set, so
And then it feels like an hour, and you're
felt
like,
like an hour. It was so bad. It wasn't. I couldn't remember any of my jokes, and then the ones that I did remember weren't executed well. And Kate recorded, I don't know, 1 minute of it, and it was so bad.
Oh.
She sent it to me because I was like, "Let me see, was that bad?" Oh, it was so bad. So bad to the point where some of the honks in the front, one of them had a big book of Alcoholics Anonymous. And
yeah, I saw you signed that. That's so cute.
because I was bombing so bad, she pulls it out and she's like, "Do you want to sign my book?" It was really sweet. And I was
During
like,
the set?
Oh, during my set. And then she told me after the set, she was like, "I pulled it out because like I just like felt so bad that it was going so bad. So I like wanted to save you. I wanted to save you." And I was like,
oh my God, that's really sweet.
It was so sweet. And it was so sweet. But that's exactly how bad it was.
We are very, very fortunate to have honks. Because if we didn't, we would be scuttling along the sewer floor.
But you know it's bad when like even the fans are like, "Yeah, fuck them. Fuck that." And you're like, "Yeah, but also fuck me."
You're like, fuck me, fuck that, and also, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah, and I have a new joke that I'm working on. I'll paint the scene for you. I'm working on a joke about how I have a really hard time. You've heard this, but I'm going to retell you this story. So act like you've never heard it before.
Okay.
I'm working on a joke about how I'm bad at vulnerability.
Honk.
And I open it up with being like, I'm realizing like I'm not a good friend because I'm like bad at vulnerability and I like don't know what to do when people cry. And this girl shouts out and she goes, "Why don't you just not be a bad person?"
That's so New York.
And it was so not funny.
No, of course not.
It was like
it was real.
And it was and then the whole room was just like silent. And by the whole room I mean the 12 people. And I just glazed over and I was like, yeah. But I like, when you're just like shaking inside and you're like, nobody's on my side right now.
I am empathizing with you a painful amount, and I just started sweating out of my fucking side tit.
Why don't you just not be a bad person?
No, and then you don't,
yeah.
And then you don't have anything witty to say.
You have nothing witty to say.
And you're like, it was like me in San Diego when I was bombing right before Bianca and I headlined Mic Drop, and then this guy, I was saying something about like, and then I was like, yeah, maybe I should just quit. Or it was like a part of a story I was trying to tell. And then the mic became unplugged and it already wasn't going that well. And then this guy goes, maybe it's a sign. And then the entire audience started cracking up. And then I had nothing funny to say that I was like,
yeah.
I'm gonna pull a suey.
And if you did commit suicide on stage, they would be like, finally!
Mm-hmm.
Yes!
Yeah.
Dumb bitch! That's how I felt. I was like, okay.
Cool.
So that was that. That was my one show. After that, I said, I don't want to do any New York shows.
I think I'm good.
I think I'm good with the hustle and bustle of New York.
New York, whenever I perform out there, I already feel like, because like there kind of is a stigma against, like, against LA comics versus New York comics and all that. And whenever I go out there, I just feel so insecure. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm not a brilliant writer. Oh no. And then I just get so stressed out.
Yeah.
And then it's like added pressure.
And then I went to the Comedy Cellar because I was like, let me go. I've never been to the Cellar. This is huge.
It's so cool.
So fun.
Yeah.
I was with my cousin who was blackout.
Okay.
Having such a good time. But he's blackout and he's like, let's go to the Cellar. And I was like, okay. So we go to the Cellar and the first guy that I didn't know what the lineup was going to be. But it was the first comic that gets on stage is Jay Jordan, who's
so fucking funny.
Remarkably funny.
So fucking and his crowd work is just as good as his written jokes, which are equally brilliant.
He's amazing.
He's
amazing and he doesn't stop. Like I was so impressed with how he just like
his timing
keeps going. He like doesn't give the audience a chance to like laugh, but they're all laughing the whole time. You know what I mean?
It's giving very much. You got to like keep up. When I saw him at, I did his show in at Union Hall, and
you did real shows when you were out there.
Yeah, well, that's how I got ready for my taping out here when I did Scoodly Doo.
How do you know him?
Like I don't really. We follow each other online, and I just am like a huge fan of him. And just on a whim, I kind of committed social suicide, and I just like DM'd him. I was like, "Hey Jay, can I please do your show?"
No way.
Okay. And then he was like, "Yeah, of course." And then I remember I was like freaking out. This is like back in January, and I was like, "I get to do a show."
I would have been freaking out.
I was freaking out.
How was Union Hall?
It was really good.
I've
I mean,
heard
I
it's a
was
really cool venue.
bone chilling nervous, but
Yeah.
like it was a great show.
Yeah, you're lucky. I got none of that experience.
But that was my first. I've been going out to New York and doing shows for like a couple years now, and that was like my first time like getting on like some pretty like good shows. 'Cause
Yeah.
I've been like trying to like meet people and whatever the fuck, but it's really hard and it's really stressful.
Yeah, fucking miss me with that. But it was crazy, like, you know, then you go, and it's funny going to a comedy show like as
an audience member.
Yeah, and like I didn't know anybody there, so you know, you feel like it's almost that like self-righteous thing where you go in there and you want to be like, I'm a comic too, but you know, you just have to be like, hey, can I have a ticket for one show, please?
Yeah,
And it's
it's
was
also like unfamiliar territory. So you're like
very
"Ah."
unfamiliar territory, but it was like so crazy. Like it was such a good room. That's an amazing comedy club.
It's like magic.
It's the perfect room for comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Because I went to the Stand earlier that night, and the Stand in comparison to that was like.
Did you go upstairs or downstairs?
Downstairs.
Okay, I've never been downstairs.
It's fine, but like then going to the cellar right after that, you're like, oh, this is what a fucking club is like. Like this is, it's like, you know, like the belly room. And you're like, oh, this is a fucking comedy club. Like this is like a good fucking room. That's also like the OR at the Comedy Store. But anyway, and then Ahmed Weinberg goes after Jay, and I did not expect to see Ahmed, and I was so happy to see him. He was so fucking funny. And then I'm like watching him, who I was just on a show with him like 2 weeks ago with Ali Makovsky. And we both kind of bombed. And then he fucking ripped. He did all the same material, but it was just like the crowd was
like in a proper room.
Yeah. But I was just thinking the whole time while I was watching them, I was like, holy shit. After coming off of that terrible show, I was like, damn, I could not. Like, you ever do that where you watch a show and you're like, how would I do right now in this room?
I do, but also when I'm watching, if I'm really bad, because what I used to do is I used to like beat myself up really bad, and it was actually when I was dating Trey, I like was whining to him after one time I bombed, and he was like, honestly, like this isn't cute anymore. Like, yeah, you're gonna bomb sometimes, and you just have to like work harder, like listen to it, see where you went wrong, and then like pick yourself back up. And he's like, there's a reason that like I don't bomb that much is because I constantly am writing, I'm rewriting, I'm listening to my set, like just work hard instead of crying. And I was like, okay, fuck you.
Okay, but then I listen to my set back and I cringe and I go, I should kill myself. So then I don't listen to it anymore. So
then there you go. But then instead, like, I feel like I just so we don't off ourselves, I feel like you have to just like release it, because it's all, even like when you do well, like I try not to even like attach like meaning to those sets now, because
I know
the second you start being like, okay, I'm doing great, it's like, well, that's just going to be gone in an instant.
And it will be gone in an instant. It's only as good as one show. But
I feel like a clown talking about stand-up when I look like this right now. And I just have to call that out.
No, you look
but I really had a rough night. And so
because you look like an R&B singer right now.
I do. I'm like, the thing about jokes, I look like,
The thing about jokes.
Fuck.
You look like you should be at a fucking jazz club right now, Honk.
A jazz club?
Yeah, you're giving jazz club.
I feel like
R&B.
I sell pre-rolls to college students.
No.
A little bit.
So that was anyway. That was
New York
the New York
is
experience.
magical.
Yeah,
For like comedy, it's so intimidating, but it's so cool.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Fuck that city. Fuck New York. It's too fucking hot. There's too many fucking people, and that's how I feel about it. The other thing that I'm having fun with is that like my first month of OnlyFans is over, and the first month is like the most exciting because like everybody's like, I want to know, and I got so many subscribers, and now I'm down to like 200 and a little over 200, and then like nobody is buying anything, and it's really weird. And then you like start posting things and like one person likes it and you're like, I'm putting my fucking butt on here and you guys, I would get one like, and then you like lose followers and you're like, this is fucking embarrassing.
Oh, honky.
So that's where we're at right now. Cannot wait till I'm back on the road with Felipe.
I'm getting cursed out on OnlyFans because I haven't shown whole, and they're like, yeah, enough with these stupid fucking Shrek edits. Where the fuck is your asshole? Where the fuck are your tits?
Hey,
and I'm like, hey.
I got really mad the other day. I got really mad and I retaliated. I did the thing we shouldn't do. But I was reading comments on our fucking YouTube from the last episode. Did you see the one? The guy was like, sad that Harper put her tits behind a paywall. Happy that Gabby finally put her body behind a paywall.
What does that mean?
It means that he wanted to see her tits and he's happy that he can't see my body.
Ew.
I fucking flipped out. I was
Did
like,
you respond?
yeah, I did. And then my comment got removed because I was cussing him out.
I hate YouTube.
I hate YouTube. Why do they get to fucking say stuff like that?
That's so mean. I'm sorry.
It was
Honk.
so mean.
That's really mean.
Sad Harper put her tits behind a paywall. Happy that Gabby did.
Okay.
You're so fucking mad that I would never have sex with you in my life. In fact, if I saw, I wouldn't even fucking look at you, you piece of shit.
Oh.
That's all I
Okay.
have to say. This
Okay,
fucking
Honk.
pisses me off.
I know, it's just mean.
It's mean.
There's no reason to do that.
I know. I mean, it's like, but that's a shit we gotta get used to. And it's like,
One guy DM'd me, my OF
Assholes.
costs $12.99, and that's what it fucking costs.
Yep.
And that's just that. But anyways, he goes, $12.99, your body ain't all that.
It's horrible.
And I was like,
It's horrible.
okay.
If you're broke, just say that, bitch. I've been doing a lot on mine too. I've been posting like
I post
much.
3 times a week, and that's it. I'm like,
I post like every day, a couple times a day, and it's like I'd be posting like slutty shit.
mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'm like, fuck off. All these guys can fuck off.
Yeah, I'm like not looking at messages. It just really stresses me out. I had to block one guy because this one guy, I swear to God, he's this guy from my high school. And no matter, whenever there's something behind a paywall, he always joins it. And it's so weird. And I don't know who this person
Can
is.
you guys get a grip?
Excuse me.
Whoa, honk.
Whoa. Sorry, you guys. That was really crazy. But yeah.
I was also telling you that some of the guys that listen to the podcast DM me on there and they call
this
me
pisses
honk.
me off.
I'm like, hey, I'm showing you a fucking picture of my pussy right now. I don't want to be called honk.
Yeah, because
Hey, honk. I'm like,
no. Let's make a boundary.
Honk when I'm showing you my pussy and my tits.
No. You're honk to me and you're honk to the girly whirlies that listen.
Not to the guys that
And
are
to the gay
jacking off
guys.
to, and to the gay guys, but not to the guys that are jacking off to. Hey, honk, can I get a picture of you
No.
deep throating a dildo? I'm like, don't say honk.
No. And also don't say that. Can you go read a
I don't
book?
mind. I don't mind them asking. I like because I'm happy to send like dildos, but I'm just like, don't say honk. I'm not honk in the context of OnlyFans.
No, you're not.
No, I'd rather you call me a dumb whore. That's when.
But I did make my OF name Honkiana because when people Google it, I just didn't want people to look it up.
I get that. I guess we should kind of talk about. Oh, you know what? Yeah, the prompt was inspired by how embarrassed I was by my own existence.
Oh, yeah,
And,
because the prompt is most embarrassing stories.
Yeah, so embarrassed. So,
or like most embarrassed you've ever been.
most embarrassed you've ever been, or like the most embarrassed you've ever felt for somebody else.
Okay.
That was. I mean, I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed the other night after that show.
That's tough when you have because like if you bomb and like no one knows who you are, then that's fine. But if there's people that recognize you,
When our fans are there, and I'm like, you guys.
there was a girl. She's come out to see me a couple times in New York, and she saw me one time, and I ate.
So embarrassing.
Literally, every time I open for Bianca, I eat a dick. And it's just because like our audiences want different things, and I'm not giving what her
You 100%. You just have different demographics.
completely. And they're like, "What is this?" And I'm like, "It's schizophrenia." So get into it. But but so this is mommy issues at its finest. Get into it. Okay. But so afterwards, she comes up and she goes, "Oh my God, it's so cool to see you. Not your best, but I love you." And I go, "Hey, you don't understand how fragile I am." Now you can say that to me
You don't
now.
understand how fragile I am.
Like 2 years ago, that was really tough to hear. But now I'm like, okay. But like that was rough.
Yeah.
And I said, okay.
And we come back to the thing of like, this is why I don't want to promote shows, because I would rather bomb in a room full of strangers than knowing that somebody came out to see me and I annihilated in a bad way.
Mm-hmm.
Is annihilated a word you can use? Yeah.
We're energetically annihilated.
Energetically annihilated. That's right.
Yeah.
So it was pretty fucking embarrassing.
That is embarrassing.
That's the only story I can think of right now. It's pretty embarrassing.
That's fine. I guess since we're on the stand-up train, I was doing a Don't Tell show in Santa Monica. There's probably like 150 people there. It's outside. It's a really good lineup. And this is probably like, I want to say about a year ago. So kind of like fresh off that breakup. And, or maybe like, whatever. And I had just recently run into my ex-girlfriend, and it was a really horrible run-in. And I was like, this isn't going to affect me. I got this. Because I was seeing a show earlier. And sure enough, I can only keep thinking about that. So then I get to the show. It's a big show, great lineup. And Asif Ali gets up and
Funny.
murders in a way that had people almost falling out of their seats, just like cry laughing.
Okay.
And then I was like, oh my God. I was like, okay, I got
Yep.
this. I'm going to ride the wave. It's going to be good.
Yeah.
And I get up there and just, honey, I just had immediate like bad energy. And I was like stuttering over my words. And then it's that
Love
thing where
love that.
when you're just like, and then
That was happening to me.
God, and then you're remixing all of your jokes, and then I feel tears come to my eyes because I'm just thinking of my ex girl, and I'm just like, oh no, and I'm just like, okay, shrug it off, and then I see one girl in the front going like, it's okay, it's okay, like that. That's how bad it was, and I'm like,
it's okay.
oh no, and then the comics are watching in the back like, and I go, and I can't act mystified as to why.
It's so embarrassing.
Don't tell us not knocking on the door for one of those because that was so embarrassing. I was like,
and I don't think that it's so
me.
embarrassing. Like it feels so embarrassing. You know, like we all do it. That happens.
At
all
the end of the day,
it does
every
just
comic
feel...
fucking bombs, whether you want to admit it or not. Now, here's the thing: there's ways to bomb with grace, and I'm gonna be honest. That night,
didn't have it.
Didn't bomb with grace.
Yeah,
it was
same.
silent, and then I was like, oh, I know it's gonna get him back. This is back when I was doing my incest material, and they hadn't been liking me at all.
And
but I go,
guess what? I'm gonna fuck my dad later.
Well, no, it was the uncle one, and I go, okay. I was like, you guys are gonna lose it when I tell you about this Christmas Eve uncle story, and it's the way that the crowd goes like this.
It's the way that
and
when
no one laughed, and I was like, oh, and then I get off the stage, and then one guy goes, whew. And I said, okay. And I had to do a walk of shame. And it's all outdoors.
Oh, it's the worst. And
there's nowhere to hide.
You have to walk through the audience. It's
I
so
could
bad.
feel my insides turning to ice.
Yeah, it's so bad.
I was just like, I don't deserve love and I don't deserve to live.
And you go, and that's, you know what? My mother was right when I was born.
Exactly. And then you go, you know what? I can't even be mad at the bitch because if she's going to talk to me like that and she's going to dog walk me, it's because she could foresee this.
Yeah, she knew.
They're right. My mom's right.
Right. Everybody's
and
right.
I'm hanging myself tonight.
Yeah.
And that rhymed.
And that's a good rhyme. Actually, I just thought of something else that I'm like, in retrospect, is very embarrassing. How desperate I was after it's coming up on the 1-year anniversary of when my ex dumped me, and I almost killed myself over it, literally.
Aww.
And I'm thinking about how embarrassing it is. How many I didn't text him a lot, but like when I did reach out to him, how I sent these like bleeding heart texts and he never responded. That's fucking embarrassing. And then even when he did, I would like, and then when I saw him, I would like beg for him back and be like, can we talk? And he'd be like, it's not a good idea. And I'd be like, "Ay." And I know that like, that's just kind of like, you know, going through the motions of a breakup. But in retrospect, do I wish I had just fucking held on to myself a little closer?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I sometimes have night terror. What you're saying is very relatable because I think everyone sent a text being like, please love me. And then people are like,
I'll do it. And they break up with you. And like, it's like everything is like on him. And I'm still like, but I love you. Can I convince you to be with me? And he's like, nah. And I'm like, what? I didn't do
I'm
anything.
actually chilling. And you're like, okay.
It's so embarrassing. I look back at that and I'm just like, that was so fucking embarrassing.
Yeah. I mean, the person that like dog walked me in 2020, I like would write like, I would write, oh yeah, like the way that I loved you.
Yeah.
I'd like just go off.
Yeah.
And then I would start like getting like really, I don't know, like I was like writing like a lit major. Yeah. And I'm like using all these big words and I'm like, okay, what's going on?
God damn, dude.
I think the breakup had me writing poetry, like earnestly.
Yes. It's so funny when they do that.
Yeah.
When they have you writing poetry.
That's when you know you're fucked up, when you start not just reading poetry, because already when you're sad and you start reading poetry, you go, all right, let's do a check-in.
Yeah.
But then when you start actually writing the poetry, hey, that actually deserves a 5150.
I did it too. You know what? Come to think of it, I was doing it too.
Yeah, of course.
I was doing it too with him.
Of course.
And I begged for him back. Pretty embarrassing. When he broke up with me out of nowhere, pretty embarrassing that I was that desperate. And it's funny, and now I'm thinking about it and I'm like, my current boyfriend, who I love so dearly, he is like, you know, boxes of like stuff, you know, like pictures and letters. And I've like found a couple of letters from exes and it's like all of them just like professing their love to him. And I'm like, fuck, that is so real.
That's so funny.
You know, like for exes from like years ago, and he's like held onto the letters and they're like, I am so in love with you and this is breaking my heart and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, fuck, this is so real.
Can I ask you something right now?
Yeah.
And we can cut it if not. But like, how does that make you feel when you see your current partner holding on to?
Oh,
Or not holding on, but just
Mhm.
like just keeping.
I mean, I do it too.
Okay.
It does not bother me at all. Because I do it too. It's like, I don't know. It's interesting, I think, because it's just like pieces of your life. And like, there are things that I wish I had held on to from past relationships. Like my ex that died. I mean, maybe it's just because he's dead, but like, I wish I had had some of the things that he wrote me still.
Oh, yeah.
You know? It's
Mhm.
just, even like exes that like, it's just, I don't know why. They're just little things that I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. It's just like a part of your life, you know?
Yeah.
And he has pictures with his exes still like in a little memory box, and that doesn't bother me at all either, because it's just like it's all just part of our lives. And I regret throwing out pictures that I had with exes, like that I took on like, you know, on cameras.
Mm-hmm.
And I've like
Okay, vintage.
I know, or like, you know, things that we took at
Photo booths.
photo booths.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I like threw a bunch of those out, and I'm like, man, I wish I still had those.
Back in the day, I used to be so jealous. I couldn't have this like confident, enlightened point of view. I was just like, if you're holding on to letters, it's
Mhm.
because you're harboring feelings. But like now, at the ripe old age of 31, I'm like, no, that's not the way it is at all.
It's just like keeping a diary where it's
If anything, I think it's kind of like emotional intelligence, I think, honestly, in a way.
Mhm.
Because I think not everything needs to be black and white. And I think it's
Absolutely
actually,
not.
it shows compassion on their end.
yeah, I think it does too. It's
Now, if
it's
they're
not
like taking it out and reading it every night,
yeah, he's not like sitting
you
around like
got a problem.
yeah,
But-
he's not like jerking off and crying to it. And if he was, well, that would be weird. But it's
New
just,
kink unlocked. No,
yeah, it's just parts of the fucking of the relation. I don't know. Yeah, they're just little memories from your life, and it's like, oh yeah, that happened.
yeah.
Like these are the reasons like why we are where we are today, and it's kind of not. I never delete pictures of exes either.
There's certain pictures I will.
There's some pictures I've deleted. Yeah,
Like, I'm gonna be honest. I'm the type of person that will delete nudes off my phone of like the
I do
other
too,
person.
yeah.
I just feel gross
That is
having
true.
that.
I wouldn't. That's true. I don't
One
want.
of my ex-boyfriends told me that he still has a nude of me.
Don't like
and I
that.
told him I was like, great thing you're raping me because I don't consent to you having that. So you're actually
And
a
that's so
rapist.
true. And he actually is a rapist.
No.
But that is true. Like I wouldn't like it if like my boyfriend had like nudes of his exes still. But like
Yeah.
pictures of like memories, I don't care
Okay.
about. I deleted. I had so many like I had like videos of like me sucking Craig's dick, and like
Oh.
yeah, those are gone.
Okay.
Yeah, those are gone. The nudes that I have of like me with Craig are gone. Those are long gone. But like yeah, those like the sex stuff is gone. But like
Mhm.
pictures,
Yeah, just like us at the park or whatever.
yeah, that doesn't bother me.
Jerking off. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now here's T. Are we gonna look for stories for each other?
Yeah. Okay. So
Do you
here
want me
we
to
go.
look for one? Wait, what? Do you want me to look for one for you first? I
No.
feel like I still said that wrong.
No.
I'm on 2 hours of sleep, everyone.
Fuck, I'm having a hard time. Our stalkers emailed us a lot of times. Anyway, okay.
Oh.
I can't decide what I want for you. Okay. I want you to read this one.
Oh my god, okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. Mommy and the Dick Sock.
Nice.
Hey, honkies! This fits into the embarrassing moments prompt, but read it whenever or simply never. Whatever you want, because I love you so much. Okay, literally love you. This is a sweet angel right here. I'll use proper capitalization and punctuation so Harper doesn't get confused. XOXO. Okay, don't fucking come for my clit.
We had
Okay.
another girl who was the girl that wrote Corona, and I was losing my mind. Did you see that? She was like, thanks, Harper, for appreciating my story, Gabby. And I was like, sorry. Anyway, Dick Sock. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, because you're like, who says Corona?
Yeah, I was losing my mind.
Sometimes you do have the energy of a cross-shield woman, but I honestly love that.
Yeah.
And I used to have the energy of someone who had active actually, it doesn't
Diarrhea,
matter.
because you still do.
Yeah, no, because you actually wish. When was the last time you had diarrhea? The night of
Literally-
the show?
No, probably like yesterday.
You be rereading.
I'd be getting diarrhea.
What? I don't think
I'd
it's
be squirting shit.
okay. Brown mata. I don't think it's healthy to constantly have the rees, the runny rees. You're supposed to have those solid pooperoos.
I'd be squirting.
You're supposed to be you're squirting, but you're supposed to be plopping
When people say, "Are you a squirter?" I say,
out the back end, brother.
"Out, yeah, of the brown stuff." of the brown
Remember when you said your butthole's outlined in brown? I still don't get what you were talking about.
Dude, I'll show you. I was literally looking at it the other day. I was like, why is this motherfucker so brown? I was like, why people anal bleach? It's outlined in brown. I have like a brown asshole.
Oh.
The skin around your
like
butthole.
how like some people have like pink pussies, purple pussies, brown pussies, whatever.
No, it's not like I have a brown butthole. It's like the skin around the butthole is like deep brown.
So what I said and what you said are the same thing.
No, it's because like the little like the pucker part of my asshole isn't brown.
So that's pink. So it's like
it just goes in. You know how like buttholes just go inwards.
Yeah,
they look like volcanoes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like, but the outer part of the butthole around it, the surrounding area, is brown, like it's stained. But I think that's how most buttholes look.
A few days before my 15th birthday, I lost my virginity to my first high school boyfriend. We're a couple of those rare people who lost our virginities to one another in a loving and consensual way with no regrets. Okay, brag much.
Isn't that so funny how it's like rare to lose your virginity consensually?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
I didn't tell the person that I lost my virginity to, the guy, I didn't tell him that he took my virginity until like 6 months in.
Yeah, you told me that. That's wild.
I thought it was so funny. We were talking about losing our virginity. He's like, oh yeah, in high school. When did you lose yours? And I was like, oh, like 6 months ago. And he's like, oh, that's like when we got together. And I was like, yeah, you fucking pussy. Okay. Anyways. Wow. I almost said something bad. Okay. Here's the thing. In a consensual way with no regrets from either party, even now 12 years later. Okay, y'all are still together.
Okay, no, you just like still bragging.
Okay, wow. It's giving healthy Anna. Don't worry though, I was still statutory raped by a 24-year-old when I was 16, so don't get too jealous.
Okay.
Cheers to us, Gab.
Okay,
yeah, because you guys are the statch girls.
Now we're talking.
The statchy queens.
Yeah.
But yeah, did the whole first fuck thing together and stayed together for a while after that. Anyway, I was always the one buying condoms for us. Okay, triggered. For us to use whenever we'd meet up in his neighborhood pool bathroom to fuck after school.
Is this the stash one or this is the real one?
This is the real one.
You would fuck in the pool bathroom.
She would buy the condoms.
Okay.
And then she would go just take that fucking hog wrapped in plastic in a neighborhood pool bathroom.
Ew.
And they'd be fucking right after school. So, you know, like they'd have those like school sweats.
Yeah. Ew.
You probably have like some toilet paper in your butt from like that shitty school toilet paper.
100%. You got toilet paper everywhere.
Got those dingleberries from the public school bathrooms. Because he was too embarrassed to go into CVS.
So you made your fucking 15-year-old girlfriend do it? You bitch.
Wait, because she's actually cooking here. She goes by himself. He was too embarrassed to go into CVS and buy them himself. Faggot. As a teenage boy, wouldn't you be ecstatic for people to know that you're getting sucked and fucked? As Harper would say to Lee, now I'm getting pissed. Whatever. Okay, because I actually would say that.
Not her going faggot.
Yeah. She's not just fag, you guys. It's FAGGOT. Faggot. I'm like, okay.
Yes, queen.
Oh, okay. I can't wait for someone to clip up every bad thing we've ever said.
No,
I'm going to be in this fucking hat just going, hey! And it's like,
somebody's going to get mad at that and they're going to go, I can't believe you even read that out loud. You can't. And it's like, okay. Anyway.
Why doesn't your podcast have ads? Because we all get fired in. We are the worst people that have ever been born. Ask our moms and ask the audience at either of our shows. Okay. So his bus would always drop him off at school before I'd get there in the mornings. And one day he called me telling me to remember to bring a dick sock, aka a condom, to school so we could use it later.
Okay.
I kept on asking him what he meant by that, and he kept repeating, come on, the dick sock, ha. I started getting pissed and asked him what a dick sock was. Confused, he stated, the condom? I then sternly said, name, look at the phone. Tell me who you're talking to. Rewind all that. It wasn't me he was on the phone with. It was his fucking mom. He called his fucking mom on accident and somehow couldn't tell our voices apart. Therefore, digging that hole deeper and deeper. According to him, he immediately hung up the call once he realized and texted me panicking.
So the mom responded, look who you're texting.
Can I say something? I feel like I'm on acid. So his bus would always drop him off at school before I'd get there in the mornings. And one day he called me telling me to remember to bring a dick sock, aka a condom, to school so we could use it later. I kept on asking him what he meant by that. And he kept repeating, come on, the dick sock. Haha. I started getting pissed, asking him what a dick sock was. Confused, he stated, the condom. I then sternly said, hey, look at the phone. Tell me who you're talking to. And then so she was punking us. She did a little Uno reverse, and she goes, psych, it wasn't me he was on the phone with. That conversation took place with his fucking mom.
Okay.
He called his fucking mom on accident and somehow couldn't tell our voices apart. So
Okay.
Freud is actually looking into this as we speak, therefore digging that hole deeper and deeper. According to him,
That's pretty embarrassing.
he immediately hung up the call once he realized and texted me panicking. I didn't know until I got home that day that his mom called my mom, and that's how our families discovered we were no longer virgins.
So Romeo and Juliet.
I know, honestly, this is very cute. Now that I read the story back, it's definitely not that bad compared to other stories I have, but it's the first one that came to mind, and I'm not going to delete this whole thing I just typed. By the way, Gabby, you've been glowing lately, like so serious. I can't really put my finger on it. She's pregnant, but you look hotter than ever. And Harper, the brunette French Bob, is adorable. Your whole style is getting gayer by the day, and it's aging you backwards. Y'all both look great. K, bye. Okay, that was really sweet.
That was a pretty, I mean, that's like not the craziest story we've ever had, but that is like deeply embarrassing, especially at 16. Now you saying I'm pregnant, my period is literally late.
Well, that's because you keep taking those creams. Okay, anyways, let's see.
But it's only late by one day, so.
Well, let's find a nice story for Mother Honk.
Yeah. That'd be crazy.
This one's a little bit short, but just the title really got me.
Got you.
Yeah. There you go, girl.
And we decided, well, Honk already does this, but I decided if your stories suck, we're going to just jump ship in the middle. We don't have time anymore, you guys. So don't fuck on us.
Damn. I'm going to steal some of this because I'm really liking your vibe.
Got you. Incest. Exes in common? You decide.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, honks! The most notable theme that all of my... Oh, no, sorry, that's the new prompt.
Oh.
Yeah. Embarrassed.
Damn,
Yeah,
Honk,
sorry.
my bad.
Pick another one.
Okay.
This is okay, yeah. So the
Okay,
next
it's embarrassing. Sorry.
the next prompt is what do all of your exes have in common? Right now we're on embarrassing.
Okay, so this is good.
Yeah.
This one is good.
Okay.
Okay.
Am I the retard? Embarrassing myself as a doctor's receptionist.
Pause. From now on, you guys, please, when y'all write in your stories, make the subject really, like the subject line, really, really crazy, because that's how Gabby and I are going to start. We're not proofreading stories anymore. We're just going in blind.
Embarrassing myself working as a doctor's receptionist.
Okay.
Hey, Honky Tonks and Lee.
He's not here, you fucking faggot. He's not here.
And you guys know this. You fucking know this.
You're just trying to piss us off, and he's not coming back.
Hey, I have a question. When's Lee coming on the pod?
Never!
When your dad comes back, you lonely little bitch, and he's never coming back.
My story takes place working the front desk of a doctor's office. The doctor was running behind. You know what? I'm glad that you got embarrassed. The doctor was running behind one day, and this Hispanic lady was getting impatient, asking me when her kids were going to get seen. An important detail to this story is that supposedly I'm bilingual. What do you mean supposedly? I say this because even though I come from
lied.
I say this because even though I come from a Mexican family and I understand Spanish fully, there are times where even though I know what I want to say, the words just can't seem to come to fruition. Especially even I'm nervous or under pressure. I apologized to her for the delay and said, La doctora está retrasado, which basically translates to our doctor is retarded. Okay. The woman gave me a look of disgust, which made me realize my mistake. So I quickly tried to say astrasado, meaning late or running behind. Now you're saying retrasado. That's hilarious. Late or running behind, but the damage was done. She got mad, saying, how could they possibly allow mentally retarded people like me to work with the public, and that she wasn't going to wait any longer, so she left with her kids. Okay, but honestly, I'm going to go with her on that one, because you literally know that Lee doesn't work here anymore, so she was on one, honey. She was right. Being the only bilingual person in the office, though, I played it off like she was just an impatient bitch. But the inner embarrassment made me feel like I'm not a real Mexican and I've been whitewashed. I made it a goal of mine to improve my Spanish so I can actually communicate better. And I'm even trying to learn Portuguese, German, and Russian. Yay, Duolingo. Okay, now you overcompensating.
You just learn every single language in the world.
Also, like, Russian is so, like, when you don't need to use Russian. Like, who needs Russian?
Okay, well, Putin's, like, literally taking over.
Okay. I love you guys and your sense of humor so much. I find your podcast
Okay, sorry
recently.
for calling you a faggot.
And maybe since you said, okay, I found your podcast recently, and I'm binge listening from the beginning. Currently on episode 74. Okay, so maybe you didn't know that Lee doesn't work for us
then
anymore.
my bad.
You're in for a surprise, girly.
Oh
Willy.
yeah, spoiler alert.
So spoiler alert when you catch
quit
up.
out of the blue.
He quit out of the blue, and then we had Jeff for like 2 seconds, and
And then I made out with Jeff on my birthday.
So don't get too attached to Lee. He is gone, and we are talking to you from the future.
Yeah.
So
So my bad for cursing you out.
yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to call you a retard.
But every episode is always trying to fuck with us, I feel. But maybe this is actually allowing us some insight.
Maybe it is.
Maybe this is actually what's going on.
Okay. Okay, it's like I keep looking for emails to get you to read, but we have so many from that fucking girl who like won't stop emailing
I
us.
know. Can we like move her into a folder?
Yeah, I mean, I just have to block her.
Yeah, because that is
Ooh, okay.
raisin.
Now I feel like this is from this. I don't know if this is embarrassing, but it's either from the last episode or whatever. It just seems good.
Okay.
Seems like tea.
Oh, this is actually gonna piss me off.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
This is tea.
This is igniting something because we actually have to talk. Okay. Hooked up with one of my close friends' exes.
Oh, you suck. Dude, you suck so bad for that. But let's see.
I'm gonna say something.
Yeah.
I really hope this is just like her close friend had a fling with someone and it wasn't like a serious ex.
Yo, can you imagine?
If you started dating someone that I had a very serious relationship with, I would legitimately be like, hey, I think you need to get a psych eval. Like, that is so bizarre.
There are so many people that I want to name right now, but I can't.
That have done this to you?
No. People that you're talking about that you had a close relationship with. Tim.
Shut the fuck up. Don't even speak that haunted name. Also, 2 out of those 3 have me blocked.
Makes you
Ay.
think. Okay, wait.
And that's the bad thing about having an online presence because people just, they don't want to see you popping up.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thought we were having fun.
Yeah.
Guess we're not.
Guess we're not.
Okay. And Mark, it's going to be really fun because if we can hear any of those names, I'm going to actually shed blood. So, really?
Okay. Great. So we're chilling.
Okay. Wow.
Wow, look at that.
It's giving proud. Okay. So, just a reminder, hooked up with one of my close friends' exes.
This better
Can
be
you
a real
imagine if I
fucking.
literally walked in here and I was like, oh my God, Gab, I'm moving in with shit-eating green. What would you do?
Hey Gab, sorry, I actually last night I hooked up with shit eating green. I'd actually kind of go like, for real? I don't even think I'd be pissed. I'd just be like,
Can I say
what?
something? I love you so much, but I know for a fact you would be pissed.
You think I'd be pissed?
I know for a fact. You would try and do this thing that you're doing right now. Like, oh, I would just be like, oh, that's crazy. But yes, you would. It would literally, if I'm posting pictures with him, I'm going on trips with him.
Yeah, it's
We're
true.
straight up-
That's true. I would
Exactly.
be like, what the fuck? Yeah, okay.
But Kate always asks us, she's like, hey, would you be mad if, or what did she say? She's always like, oh, I want you to fuck my ex. She's like, because I don't want to be the only person that's fucked them. And I'm like,
as a joke because he's horrible.
no, of course. But I'm like, that's funny, but that's also way different than like straight up having like a relationship.
Yeah. This story, let's see where this goes.
Okay.
I want to see if like we can be on her side.
I know. I do
But
want
right
to-
now, I'm like, fuck you, bitch. But let's see.
Dang. Okay. I'm holding out hope.
All right. Yeah,
Let's see. So she goes, girls, love the pod. Literally love you back.
Where's
When
my
I'm-
fat ass water?
Okay, it's right here.
Okay.
Talk about embarrassing. Okay. One of my best friends broke up with his smoke show girlfriend of 5 years. Oh, I'm getting scared. I'm literally getting scared.
Wait. Run that back.
Okay, babes. One of my best friends broke up with his smoke show girlfriend of 5 years at the beginning of 2023.
Are you? This is a girl.
So already,
Oh, this is actually hot now. Okay.
I don't know if this is sent from, I don't know the gender of this person. Over 2 of those years, I got to know her and we are friends. At the end of
If
2023,
this was written by a girl. This is sick.
At the end of 2023, she basically came to me and was like, I want to fuck your brains out. I told her I'm looking for my person right now. If she actually wanted to date, then we could give it a shot and see if there was chemistry. Nope, my friend has even said his ex and I would be good together. But if it's just for fun, it's not worth it. We both agreed not to, but have been flirting hard for the last 6 months. April 24. Can I speak? April 20. Wait, am I saying it right? I feel like I'm having an aneurysm right now.
Well, yeah, you're saying.
God, I'm
you're
getting
saying April.
pissed.
Fine.
2024? Why does that sound wrong?
April 2024.
Okay. You guys,
Honk.
I don't know what's happening. This is what happens when I don't sleep. Okay.
This is what happens when you're an R&B singer.
No, I need to be in the studio right now, and not this type of studio. I need to be laying down a song, not reading. Yeah, okay. I wish I knew one song. Okay. Comes around and we finally cave and hook up. Sex is bomb as fuck, and we both feel really guilty and agree not to hook up again and not tell him. Last night, she sends me a paragraph saying that my friend wants to meet up with her. It's been almost 1.5 years since they talked, and she thinks she needs to tell him that I have betrayed him and get that off her chest because he deserves it, trying to take some moral high ground. I basically said, you're going to hurt him and me, and you get to walk away from the bomb you're setting off and wipe your hands clean.
No, it's so, yeah.
Not really moral, but I can't stop you from telling him. She is obviously benefiting from the situation by hurting him and me and clearing her guilty conscience. Yeah, this goes back to what we were talking about.
This is like 12-step shit. You do not need to make amends for something if it's going to hurt somebody or...
Right.
You don't... Yeah. No. You just are doing this out of ego. Crazy.
Right.
Okay.
She is obviously benefiting from the situation by hurting him and me and clearing her guilty conscience. Sent him a long text today owning up to the fact that I'm a huge piece of shit for A, giving into her coming onto me, B, essentially hiding it from him. I tried to point out that I did not actively seek this out. She came onto me. But
this
honey,
bitch is messy.
I'm obviously very much in the wrong here, but I caved to an 11 out of 10. LOL.
Actually, y'all are both messy.
You're both messy, and not you saying she was so hot I had to. I put my hose before my bros.
I just hope that this is a girl that wrote this.
I put my hose before my bros, and it doesn't feel good. Friendly reminder to all your listeners to put your homies first before getting laid.
True.
See, it's...
I was a guy that wrote this.
I was getting...
Nah, see, yeah, fuck off.
And then the guy, the type of emoji, it was giving man.
Yeah.
So that's tough, my guy, because I was kind of hoping there was going to be a fun...
No. See, this would have been fun if it was like a lesbian wild story.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, fuck him, I want to hook up with you. And it's like two girls and they're all hot. And they're like, yeah. But no, this is like all of it's messy. Everybody in this situation kind of sucks. I mean, you're like cool because you like own up to it a little bit, I guess.
So I know I said we weren't going to read any of them, but I'm actually getting annoyed.
Read it.
So it's so funny because when we were on the way over here, Gab goes, hey, just letting you know, our stalker wrote in a fuck ton of emails. And I'm like really tired right now. So I'm kind of pissed off. And I was like, okay. I was like, boundary. I was like, we're not wasting time reading any of these goddamn emails. We're not doing that. Anyways, I saw my name, so I had no choice but to click on it. And the subject is haha. And it says in all caps, hands where I can see them, Harper-Rose. I know you got coke in your bag. The younger sister of a classic sex worker. So, and there's 14 more emails if you guys were wondering.
Girl, stop.
So,
Stop. She keeps unfollowing and following me on Instagram.
So I love that that's your journey. Let's maybe end on this one.
Fuck, we didn't get that many stories. Embarrassing story. Flashing in South Africa.
Okay.
Hey, Honkabong. Here's a short one. When I went to South Africa in 2016, I was 22 at the time. Me and my best friend went to a water park, the Ushaka Marine World. Cursed. On the side, we went there by foot, and I almost got robbed at a traffic light, but could hold on to my purse after we went through a marked hall where they only sold skinned sheep head and intestines at 104 temperature outside with no cooling system. The smell was out of this world. What the fuck is that sentence? Now, what the damn fuck was that?
At sheep?
That weirdly felt like when you get a fortune cookie and it doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that felt like to me.
Okay.
At the park, they had one of those water slides that are very narrow and multiple slides are directly next to each other. It's so fun. Those are always like so tall. Everyone's sliding, landing in a swimming pool with a fence around it, where 100 people stood to watch and get splashed by the water from the people sliding into the pool. I got onto this slide wearing a fucking bathing suit with a baby body closure in the crotch. No. Like the snap fasteners. Bitch, you're wild for that.
What the hell?
You know what she's talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it has the little snaps at the crotch.
Mm-hmm.
Guess you already know what happened next.
No.
Oh, we sure do. That bussy came out.
It did.
I slid down, the buttons opened, and I flashed all those people standing there
Oh my god.
by giving them a really good look into the depths of my pussy. Bitch, that's so embarrassing. That's so embarrassing.
Oh my god.
And then you have to like get out of the pool and be like, "Yay, sorry."
I hate that when you get embarrassed and like you can't just run away.
No, you can't. And
There's not an expert escape.
It's so fucking embarrassing. When I landed in the pool, I was unable to getting out because I was bottomless, my swimsuit dangling between my legs. So I tried to shove. Oh, stop. So I tried to shove it. I tried to shove it in my ass and pussy crack. Not you trying to shove the bathing suit in your pussy.
That is
Now that's so fucked.
That's
dude.
so fucking okay. But as I said in
tried to
Broad City,
shove
nature's
it
pocket.
in my ass. A pussy crack while the pool attendant screamed at me because there were people coming down the slide. Bitch, your pussy's out.
Yeah.
I crawled out of the pool.
We got a wet cat in the pool.
It felt like hours to come out of it. I ran to the next bush to close my swimsuit because if you've ever worn a bodysuit with snap fasteners, you know you cannot close them gracefully in public. No, they're so hard.
They're so hard.
They're hard to do even when you're alone in your room.
No, it's honestly tougher to like get snaps.
They're so small.
They're so small. I don't even know how they actually work because it's like the thinnest piece of metal.
It's so thin. Why would they make a bathing suit out of that? That's horrible. You have to hunch over like a creature, fumbling your crotch to close it.
Oh my god, it's so humbling.
I was so embarrassed. And then my toxic is it you said BF, so it's either boyfriend or best friend.
Okay.
And then my toxic BF screamed at me for being so stupid. Oh, okay, it's your boyfriend. I stayed with him for another 4 years.
Okay, so what? He didn't like the free pussy show?
Yeah, he didn't
Weak.
Okay, wait, can I just pick one more? I'm gonna pick one more for you.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay.
I think so. Okay. The title is My Most Haunted Memory, Flashing Tits. Hey, honks! I just started listening to your podcast while I'm at work. Okay, guess what? Lee's no longer with us. Spoiler alert. Okay. And you guys honestly make the day go by so much faster, so thank you. Here's my embarrassing story. I was with some friends in the mall my freshman year of college in 2019. I definitely had gained the freshman 15, and as a result, my boobs got bigger.
Nice.
I went to Victoria's Secret to get sized for a bra.
Nice.
I had never been sized for a bra before, so I wasn't really sure what to expect.
She's got fat tits.
She got the milkers, dog.
She got the milkers.
She got them jiggling fatties.
them jiggling fatties.
Those bustling yokers.
Those wonkas.
Those oogas.
Those boy.
Those floating areolas.
Those
Those bouncing, bountiful boings.
Those.
Say it in the most nasty way you can.
She got them fucking juicy potatoes.
Yeah, she got them muffled berries.
She got them wet socks.
She got those big old boiled hams.
Ooh, yeah. She got them rotisserie chickens.
She got those calf muscle on the breasts.
Ooh. She got those jelly donuts.
She got those life-size gummy worms.
She got those. If you took a little person and you made him a little ball, you took two little people and you rolled them up real tight into a ball, and you taped them to somebody's chest.
You know, when you make two siblings stand next to each other and they're close in age but not in height, and like they look alike but they're just different sizes. Yeah, she got those odd sibling heights on her tits.
Yeah, she got those. She got them yonkers.
Yeah, she got those boom boom boom.
She got them abortion titties.
Yeah, she got them. She got them medication titties.
She got them squealing hogs.
She got those. Her mom hasn't called her in 6 months. Titties.
She got those barking yams.
She got those. Her dad saw her naked one too many times to be an accident. Titties.
Yeah. She got them fucking pound dog titties.
She got them. Didn't get vaxxed before going to public school. Titties.
No, she got them fucking them public school teacher looking ass titties.
She got them gym teacher without a lesson plan titties.
She got them presidential sucking dick titties.
Yeah, she got them. I'm married to the president, but I don't suck 'em titties.
Yeah, she got them fucking fire hydrant titties. Squirt, squirt, squirt on a hot day titties.
Yeah, she got the family went to the water park and one of the kids duded in the pool and then no one said anything titties.
Yeah, she do.
Yeah, she do.
Yeah, she do.
She do.
She got them squirrel hide nuts in their cheek titties.
She got them. If you get prepared, you don't have to get ready titties.
She got them constipated titties.
She got them. Someone give her some boric acid stat titties.
She got them fucking gotten titty fucked but don't like it too much titties.
She got them. I'll hook up with you, but only if you leave $20 on the nightstand titties.
She got them sweaty under the fucking titties.
She got them, you know, when they're titties, but then they're right below the titties. It's like the rib fat titties.
Not because I don't have no titties.
Well, then that's the kind of titties she has. The mysterious titties.
She got them mysterious titties. I like that.
Mysterious titties.
She got them. You can see. She got them. You can see them in the dark titties.
She got them rave titties.
She got them. I'm gonna fuck your dad titties.
She got them a scary story at the campfire and wet in your bed from your nightmare, and the whole camp finds out that you're covered in piss in the middle of the night titties.
Yeah. She got them shit in my hand and rub it all over myself titties.
She got them. If you scare them first, then you ain't gonna get raped titties.
Nice.
Yep.
Got
So
them circus titties.
she got them. She got them caramel corn for $8 extra. Get your caramel corn titties.
Now you said this before, and this is back to a serious note. You don't like getting titty fucked.
I don't need that.
See, I always, when I watch porn, first thing I'm looking up, titty fucking.
Can I say something?
Yep.
The person I hooked up with last night, I didn't even take my bra off during sex because I said, you know what, you don't even deserve to see these.
You serious?
I'm being dead serious.
You didn't show them.
So for the guys on OnlyFans that are getting pissed off that I'm not showing my tits to you guys that are paying for it, guess what? I don't even show people that I'm having consensual sex with. And you know how I feel about consensual sex.
Those liver pillows.
I said, if you want to see what's in my bean bags, boy.
You said, I know you've seen them before, but you don't get to see them.
Well,
again.
now we're saying a lot of things.
Could be anybody.
You don't know if this person's seen them before.
Don't. That's so true.
I said, if you want to see my medium rare steak titties, you're gonna need to do a little bit more.
You kept
than that.
You know what's so crazy is that like nobody's ever complained to me about keeping my shirt on during sex. They've never been like, take it off.
Really?
Yeah, thank God. They say in fact they go, keep it on.
They go, hey, I see you're wearing a bralette. Want to put on my sweatshirt?
Yeah. Hey, you want to? Real quick, I got a thick sweater in my closet. You want to put that on? Want to put that on, Toots?
Hey, do you see this winter coat? I got 2 of them. Want to just zip up?
Stack them on top of each other.
I'll find the hole.
All right, close your eyes.
That's so funny. I once had a guy actually throw a temper tantrum because I didn't want to take my bra off. I'm telling you,
Really?
I'm very weird. Like, unless I am really comfortable with you, it's like, I'll fuck you if I'm not that comfortable with you. But if you want to see, like, really see my body, I think I need to love you or something close to it. Or be blackout.
That's and you know what? Those are the only 2 options.
Those are the only times I'm truly free, is if I trust you to the point of allowing myself to love you, or I'm blackout.
Now, do you think if I got...
This digital footprint is kind of weird.
I know, and well, it's fine. We've said worse.
Have we?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck. That sucks that we've said worse.
I just wonder if I got my tits done, because everybody's always like, don't do it, don't do it, it won't look, don't do it.
I think
But
it's so cute
got...
having little tits. I think it's so cute. Like, your shirt
Cute-
looks way cuter than
cute
this. I
is
look like
not-
a sagaholic.
No, cute is not what you want your tits to be. You want your tits to be fucking, oh boy, oi, 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 oi.
Because you want to have those.
Imagine if they were just like a little bit like, be fucking way cooler.
No. You got those Paper mache titties.
Oh, not that.
You got those.
You got those rocks in a bag, titties.
You got those. Hey, take the laundry off the line. The storm's coming. Titties.
Let's finish this fucking story.
That's right. We're in the middle of one.
Not even in the middle, at the very tip top beginning. I don't even remember what it was about.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I'm going to restart it.
Yeah, please.
Okay. My most haunted memory, flashing tits. Wow, we just did that for 10 minutes.
Yeah, we did.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we wonder why we can't grow the podcast because we have 10-minute long bits.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
you know what? Fuck y'all because we actually have commitment.
This is for us. This podcast is for us. And if you like it, fine. But it's
At
not
the
for,
end of the
it's not for
day-
you. It's for us.
You got that pussy tapping titties. Okay. I just started listening to your podcast while I'm at work. Well, I'm really sorry. And you guys
You're going to get fired.
You guys genuinely make the day go by so much faster. So thank you. So here's my embarrassing story. When I was with some friends in the mall my freshman year of college in 2019, I definitely had gained the freshman 15. And as a result, okay, here we go.
She's getting her tits. She's got big
My
tits
boobs
now.
got bigger. Okay, yes, you got those flopping whoppers. And I went into Victoria's Secret to get size for a bra. But little did you know, you actually get fingered at Victoria's Secret. Okay, no, and she didn't say that. I had never been sized for a bra before, so I wasn't really sure what to expect. I told a worker that I was looking to get size, and she led me back to a fitting room and told me to get undressed and she'll be right back. So my dumbass assumed that when they size you for a bra, they actually measure your boobs. So I took my bra off. The worker comes back in and I turn around, tits out, ready to be measured. The worker looked shocked and quietly said, "Ma'am, please put your bra back on."
Is that really?
I don't need
That
to,
was the first. That
I don't need to measure you without it. But can I say, okay, I'm so sorry that we can't get through your story, but I'm going to be honest. It does make more sense to measure it without a bra.
Yeah,
because
it does.
Certain bras like push you up or or flatten you down or sag you. It's
also,
like,
that's a weird reaction from like a girl that's gonna size your tits. Like that, I feel like that's like something you would know. Like that would happen at Victoria's Secret.
to be honest, when she
I
said
don't blame you.
when she said, "Oh, like get undressed," I thought the embarrassing story was going to be like, "Oh, I thought she meant completely naked." That's what I thought.
I honestly would have done that because that's what I would have thought.
And can I say something? That's exactly what I thought.
In fact, I would have just taken my pants off and I would have stood there with my shirt on and my pussy out.
You would have Donald Ducked her.
Yeah,
Those Donald
and
Duck
earnestly
titties.
too.
Those cartoon. Okay. Put your bra back on. I don't need to measure you without it. Okay. Well, she's boring. And then
so
walked
boring.
away. Ew, she walked away. I was mortified. I got sized and everything still, but I have never walked out of a store so fast. And I can honestly say I never went back to that Victoria's Secret again. Definitely a moment I'll never forget and something that haunts me to this day. Anyways, thanks for reading. Love y'all.
She was fucking whack for
No,
that.
you are perfect for that. She's fucking whack
She's
and
whack.
boring as sin.
She's so boring for that. That's like so like the fact that she wouldn't like just laugh that off and be like, whatever.
You know what you should have done? You should have just taken your left tit and just whoop.
Yeah, you should have taken your tits and jiggled them at her and said, "Oh yeah,
Said,
Oh,
"What?
yeah?
You can't handle all of this?
can't handle these fucking Yankees."
You can't handle this sweet potato pie?"
So, you guys, next week the thing is, what do all of your exes have in common?
Gay.
Email us. Yeah, if they're all gay, well, that's something to look inwards at.
Mhm.
I can't wait for that one.
Angry and gay.
I cannot wait for that episode. 'Cause
I know.
I've got some shit to say. Yeah.
It's going to be giving Alan on. Okay. Yeah. Bye, you guys. Love you.
Bye, I love you, XO.